WTOP News Time 540. We are learning more today about the sudden death of former Washington Commanders quarterback Dwayne Haskins. He was just 24 years old. The accident report says Haskins was trying to cross Interstate 595 near Fort Lauderdale, Florida on April 9th when he walked into the path of a dump truck. He was also hit by a car. Haskins was in Florida training with other Pittsburgh Steelers teammates. His wife Calabria called the Florida Highway Patrol from Pittsburgh shortly after Haskins' death. She told the dispatcher her husband told her he had run out of gas. He was walking to get more and would call her back, but he never did. Her voice breaking, she asked the dispatcher to send someone to check the area to see if Haskins' car was there and if he was okay. Michelle Bash, WTOP News. A public celebration of Haskins' life will be held Friday in Pittsburgh.
A new development in last fall's deadly on-set shooting of a cinematographer by actor Alec Baldwin. The film production company involved has now been fined $140,000 by the state of New Mexico. It's the maximum fine possible for gun safety failures by Rust Movie Productions. Regulators have also released a scathing report on distributors, including gun safety complaints that weren't addressed. So far, no comment from the production company or Alec Baldwin.
542. When students and staff headed off to spring break at area schools, they were given PCR tests to check for COVID-19 before going back to class. Now we have some data from Montgomery County on what they saw. On Monday, 504 positive COVID-19 test results were reported by Montgomery County school officials. The latest update shows a total of 631 active cases. That's according to Sean O'Donnell with the Montgomery County Department of Health and Human Services. O'Donnell says compare that to winter break when 6,000 cases were reported.
This is certainly a very different place that they're in.
But O'Donnell says that is not the end of the tracking.
They may also do some repeat testing a week out, like we do with other outbreak settings if there's enough cases.
Kate Ryan, WTOP News.
The Justice Department says if the CDC believes the National Public Transportation mask mandate is still necessary, it will appeal a Florida judge's ruling that ended it. No word yet if the CDC will ask the TOJ to do it. The TSA is no longer enforcing the mandate, but most Americans want travelers to keep wearing the masks anyway.
The AP Newark Center for Public Affairs Research survey found 56% of Americans favor masks on planes and public transit, and 24% opposed. The survey was done just before a judge this week put the federal transportation mask mandate on hold. At a Florida airport, Christina Costigan cheered.
The mask should have been gone a long time ago.
But in New York, Miranda Harani said she'll hang on to hers.
I'm a teacher. I still teach with this on. I'm still going to ride the train with it on.
Another AP Newark poll last month showed 44% of Americans still often or always wear masks outside their homes, down significantly from a few months ago. Just 20% now say they're very or extremely worried about getting COVID-19. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Keep it here on WTOP. The Nationals' best reliever is on the injured list as their series with Arizona continues tonight. Dave Preston has details, 544.
Here's Nikki Lee, a partner at KPMG, on the modern government, expanding the impact of federal finance. Sponsored by KPMG.
Due to a lot of the CFO Act, there's just such rigor around the quality of the data and really, if you will, tracing the data to the business system and making sure that what's ultimately coming out from a data perspective really relates to the activity, the business event that occurred.
Listen to the entire discussion on Federal News Network. Search KPMG.
Is your agency feeling the pressure to modernize? A new app isn't enough. Becoming modern requires rethinking the way you operate. At KPMG, we help agencies optimize their business functions, enable the workforce with digital platforms and tools, and protect critical assets from ever-changing threats. Meet current and future mission requirements by continuously improving and constantly adapting with KPMG by your side. To learn more, visit kpmg.com/us/federal. Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now. What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending Uma and their all-in-one phone, video, and collaboration solution.
Uma?
Yep. Switching to Uma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Now you're feeling it. Visit Uma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Uma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Sports at 15 and 45 on WTOP.
5:45, Dave Preston with some news. I'm not liking this. Nationals hosting Arizona, but first they placed Sean Doolittle on the injured list with a sprained left elbow. The reliever had allowed 1 of 16 batters faced this month to reach base. They also optioned out fielder Donovan Casey to AAA Rochester, getting a pair of arms in return. Coming up from the minors, left-handers Francisco Perez and Sam Clay. Nats pitching Eric Fetty against the Diamondbacks this evening. He's 3-0 over 3 career starts against tonight's foe. 7:05 game time. NHL Capitals visiting Vegas. They lost to the Golden Knights in D.C. January 24th. Ilya Samsonov in goal for the 10 p.m. start. NBA 3 playoff games on tap tonight, including Philadelphia seeking a 3-0 series lead over Toronto. Soccer, DC United fires head coach Hernan Losada. Chad Ashton takes over on an interim basis. Women's college basketball, Towson hires Laura Harper away from Coppin State to become the Tigers' new head coach. WNBA Mystics signed former Maryland guard Katie Benson to a training camp contract. And college basketball on the men's side, Duke's Paolo Banchero is leaping to the NBA after 1 season with the Blue Devils. Dave Preston, WTOP Sports.
Thank you, Dave. Now to the top stories we're following for you on WTOP. Russia says today's test launch of its new intercontinental ballistic missile is meant to make those threatening his country think twice. President Vladimir Putin says the Sonat missile can penetrate any future missile defense. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby says that Russia gave the U.S. an advance notice about the launch.
Secret Service officer shot and killed a man inside the northwest residence of Peru's ambassador to the U.S. D.C. police say the man was an intruder who was breaking windows with a metal stake at the home on Garrison Street. They say they shot the man after taser fire didn't bring him down.
Keep it here on WTOP for more on these stories in just minutes.
In other news, you might have heard the old saying, measure twice and cut once to avoid mistakes. Well, that philosophy guides the funding for projects to help create more walkable communities. If kids live within walking distance of a school, they should be able to walk there.
John Swanson with the Transportation Planning Board says helping Alexandria charge safe routes to schools is one of 11 regional projects getting money for technical planning. Another helps Montgomery County with streetlights.
It's going to be establishing streetlight standards for both corridor and intersection illumination.
Looking at reaction times in the locations.
Reducing crash probability and severity.
We're seeking WTOP News. Coming up in Money News.
The Dow rallied today, but the NASDAQ tumbled. The adjustable rate mortgage is back in favor. I'm Jeff Clayton. It's 5:48. Traffic and weather on the 8th. Dave Dildine of the WTOP Traffic Center.
In Virginia, 66 West Nutley Street, briefly, fender bender is blocking the right Moorish lane. A few minutes later, it's clear, and that's how it's going this early evening. The usual minor incidents briefly blocking, move to shoulders, and then clearing. There are no major crashes on the interstates in Maryland and Virginia. Westbound traffic on 66. Heaviest through Centerville, eastbound 66 slowest. Falls Church to Boston. Very heavy on the Beltway in Virginia. Outer loop local lanes near Telegraph Road. Broken down truck in the left local lane. Wilson Bridge bound delays begin near Van Dorn. Legion Bridge bound delays begin before 123. There was something blocking westbound traffic on the Leesburg bypass west of the Dulles Greenway near Route 15. Status unknown. D.C. freeway traffic very congested on 395, especially through southwest. Inbound traffic at all the Potomac River bridges is heavy to some extent, even upriver toward the Key and Chain. In northeast, Montana Avenue Northeast was closed for paving earlier at least between New York Avenue and 17th Street. Maryland Majors 270, 95 Baltimore Washington Parkway. He's talking about, for the most part, volume delays. Protect your home from the invisible destroyer termites. Call Home Paramount Pest Control for free inspection. 888-888-HOME or HomeParamount.com. Dave Dildine, WTOP Traffic.
You know, Ryan Miller, we've had enough cold snaps around here that just the promise of warmer weather brightens my spirits.
Everyone's spirits, I think. We're just tired of the cold. We've got one more night here, folks, in Hillary, with temperatures that are going to be chilly, and that will be tonight. With those clear conditions that we have out there, we're going to watch thermometers begin to plummet after that sunset at 7:50. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, we will see sunshine, and we will be cold once again with temperatures in the morning in the lower 30s in a few spots north and west of D.C. to middle to lower 40s inside the Beltway. So a chilly start, but winds are going to be out of the south tomorrow, and that's going to bring our air temperatures warmer than today. Look for a high tomorrow with partly cloudy conditions in the afternoon and just a slight chance of a shower. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the upper 60s. Friday even better, or warmer I should say, with temperatures and sunshine. It looks like we're going to be in the middle 70s. 70s by Friday. Good-looking stuff for outdoor activities. Saturday, a little bit of more cloud cover here. Temperatures in the lower 70s and then lower 80s for high temperatures with sunshine on Sunday. 61 in D.C. Waldorf at 60 degrees. Hillary showing right now in Gaithersburg, we're at 59.
All right, thanks so much, Ryan Miller. We've got our weather brought to you by Dulles Glass for all your glass, mirror, and shower door needs. Visit DullesGlass.com. Dulles Glass.
Coming up.
35 years after a young girl is raped in Fairfax County, police say the case has been solved. I'm Mike Murillo.
9:51.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in an opportunity to work full-time and learn both on the job and in the classroom? Are you interested in learning a trade that will allow you to earn six figures and have the best benefits in the industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. Our apprenticeship program sets you up for a great life with job security, great wages, medical, and the absolute best retirement benefits there is. Application season is approaching, so don't waste any time. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
How can the United States be considered an innovation leader with a government planning process dictated by manual spreadsheets? This high-tech country deserves a high-tech government. DecisionLens software is here to transform and bring innovation back to the capital. Organizations using DecisionLens achieve operational efficiency. They gain the agility to pivot as priorities shift and the confidence to stand behind an expertly executed budget. Give your agency